Good afternoon, everyone. In this lecture, we will discuss the experimental setup to obtain the V curves. Okay, so observe this figure. From the left of the figure, see we are giving three-phase supply R, Y, and B. Now, in the R phase, between R and Y phase, we have connected one voltmeter in parallel. This will read the line voltage VL. Then, in a R phase, we have connected the ammeter, which will read the line voltage IL. This line voltage is same to the armature voltage IA. Then there are two wattmeters W1 and W2. Respectively, we have connected in a phase R and phase Y. Okay. So W1 and W2 will read the value of power consumed by phase R and phase Y. So we are using here 2 wattmeter method to measure a power. Then the stator of our synchronous motor is connected in star fashion, as you can observe in the figure R, Y and B winding. Okay. Then our field winding F1, F2. Below to the stator, there is a field winding F1 and F2. Through this field winding, we have connected one rheostat. So with the help of this rheostat, we can change the value of current coming to field. Okay. So if we are decreasing the value of field current, flux value will also decrease. As flux value will decrease, the back EMF generated in a stator is also decreased. Okay. So by controlling the field current, we are controlling the back EMF. Then there is one ammeter in series with the field winding, which will give us the field current. So this is the complete explanation of our setup. Then see here, stator is connected to three-phase supply through wattmeter and ammeter that we have discussed. Then we are using 2 wattmeter method to measure the input power of motor. The ammeter will read the line voltage, which is the same as the armature. The ammeter will read the line current, which is same as the armature current. Okay, and also we have discussed this one rheostat in a second point. One rheostat we have connected uh, as a potential divider arrangement in a field circuit. Okay, to control the value of fluxes. Then these are the, in the last lines, these are the conversions. For star connection, IL is equals to IAPH, and for delta connection, IL is equals to root 3 IAPH. Okay. Now, see, these are the calculations. This formula we're going to use. Now, we have observed this observation table. We'll get the value of VL from the voltmeter connected in a, see here, voltmeter connected between R and Y phase. Then we'll get the IL from the ammeter connected in R phase. We'll get W1, W2, power consumed or power in a R phase, power in a Y phase. Okay. And IF by this field ammeter. Okay. So we have to take this reading and we have to plot it like this in our observation table. So we have VL, IL, W1, W2 and IF, field current. So from that I can find out the cos phi value. So what is the formula for cos phi? Cos phi is equals to cos of tan inverse square root of 3 in bracket W1 minus W2 whole divided by W1 plus W2. So by putting the value of W1 and W2 in this formula, I can get the cos phi value. Okay. So my result table will contain IF, IA, which already there in the observation table. Then cos phi. By doing calculations, I can find out the cos phi and the nature of that cos phi. Okay. Now see, when IF value is minimum, okay, suppose here in the first reading IF value we have maintained minimum with the help of rheostat. Okay. Then there is a maximum value of IA. Okay. But it will be in lagging nature, because if IF is less, then EBPH is also less, and EBPH is less than VPH means we are in a under excitation case. Okay. Then if we are increasing IF further for second, third, fourth reading, IA will start decreasing. Okay. Then at fifth reading, suppose of IF, we have got the minimum value of IA. Okay. So this is the case of unity power factor, that is the critical excitation case, where we have got cos phi maximum and IA minimum. So at that case, our excitation or nature or power factor is unity. Above that, the nature of power factor is lagging. Okay. And after unity, further if we increase the IF, okay, then again IA value start increasing from that. Then again IA start increasing, cos phi value start decreasing, but in the leading nature now. Okay. So this is the conclusion of this result table. Then we can draw a graph from whatever readings we have got. So if we draw a graph between IA and IF, that curve will get as a English alphabet V. So it named as a V curves. Then we have now cos phi. Then if we draw a graph between cos phi and IF, the graph nature will be like inverted V. The name of the graph is inverted V curve. Okay. So this is the complete explanation about V curves, experimental setup to obtain V curves. Thank you.